No.
Which app do you want to use?
Hello, everybody. I'm here. I'm here finally. As having technical difficulties as always. Kind of seems to be the way that it goes when I'm here. And I decorated my bike again. If you guys can see that, I don't know. There I am. Hello, Chip. Hello, Kitty. Serenity Kitty. Hope you guys are doing good. Is it choppy? I feel like it's looking choppy for me. So hopefully it's not like that for everybody else. Hello, Uncle Moose. Hello, everybody. Oh, I meant to put a link in the chat, which I'm going to have to do this right now. So hold on, guys. I cannot see your chats for a second. I know you guys can still see me, but I cannot see what you're chatting. So just give me a second. It's a surprise. It's a Christmas surprise for everybody. Not really, but hello, everybody who is here. Peter, Sean, Jeff, Paul, hello. Tater Salad. I need to remember to turn on my live chat and not my top chat. For anybody else who doesn't know, turn on your live chat, not your top chat. If you want to see all the chats. And now I lost my phone. It's right here. And I want to put a link. Thank you. Yeah, I just decorated. I don't have a tree. I didn't go get a tree because I don't know. I didn't. Not this year. Hello, Jima. So yeah, I decorated my bike, but I've been decorating my bike for the last little while. So yeah, I love it. I love how it looks. Okay, guys, give me one sec. Let me see. Okay. Paste. So guys, I mentioned last time that I was doing a shop, like a new shop. So the one I just pinned up there is that's my new shop. So it's Fourth Wall. I was going with Crowdmade before, but I like Fourth Wall stuff. Well, I mean, I haven't ordered any samples for myself yet, so disclaimer, but they do use like a lot of the same products as the other shop that I was using. The thing I like about Fourth Wall is I can actually customize my shop on there and have it look like it's like tailored to me and my style and all that. And I can sell more. So I've got actually poster calendars on there. I didn't have enough photos to make like full 12-month calendars, but I have got poster calendars, which you guys can go check out if you want to check those out. Just click on the link, the pinned comment, and yeah, that's my little thing, my little plug for my Fourth Wall shop. So I hope you all are doing good. Hello, Joseph, Keith, everybody. How's everybody doing? How is everyone doing tonight, and what are you drinking? I'm drinking wine. This is all the wine I'm having tonight. Yeah, so I've got 2 styles available on there right now for calendars. Just one, they're just poster calendars. So there's one with just a picture of my bike, and then there's one that's a picture of me with my bike. I'm going to be putting up some more styles, and I'm also going to I'm going to be creating a few more styles. My dad actually helped me create those because he's got way better Photoshop skills, and I was struggling. I asked him to help me out. So thanks to my dad for that. Hello, Big Dan, Mikey, Backyard Bill, everybody. So guys, you just wrapped up your live. Oh, it's good timing, Smoke Shop. I need flashing, blinking lights on there. Turn on the blink. I don't have blinkers, and I thought I had flashing lights on there, but I guess I don't. For some reason, I thought that I had some. I'm gonna have to get more. I need to get more. Like my shovel head decorations are pretty sparse, so I'm gonna have to get more and just like make it look like a pile of decorations. Drinking wine, yeah, I'm drinking Katsuv again, actually, and it's actually pretty good. Actually, I cheaped out and I bought cheap boxed wine. I don't drink boxed wine. I know a lot of people drink boxed wine. I don't, but it's actually like way better than I was expecting it to be. I'm guessing that you're drinking ice water, Chip, like always. That's good for you. That's way better for well, I should probably be drinking more. I don't like ice in my water, but I could drink more water probably. I had like 2 cups of tea today. Normally I don't drink 2 cups of tea. What I said about calendars. Oh, so on the pinned comment, Keith, I've got my shop. I've got like a new shop that goes through like a third-party website. So I've got some stuff on there. I'm putting my logo on like shirts and stuff like that. But then I do have a couple like poster calendars available. So calendars just with photos of me and my bike or my bike. I only have 2 styles on there right now, but I'm going to be coming out with more. There's mugs, there's like t-shirts, there's some hoodies and stuff like that. There's a hat. I like a trucker hat. So yeah, there's a few things, but you can go check out the calendars. I will put more styles of the calendars up there. I just didn't have enough photos to do like a full 12-month calendar. So I'll just put up a few and then people can decide which pictures they like best. And hopefully people keep them hanging in their shop for a while. So that's kind of, I don't have a whole lot of stuff on there right now. I basically just, I've only spent like a couple days working on that thing. So it's doesn't have everything on there yet. I do want to get like more art and stuff. Like I either want to like get someone to draw stuff up for me, or I'm going to have to like take time. It takes me a while to draw because I'm not very good at it. So I have to really take my time. But I do have like ideas in my mind for different t-shirts and stuff like that. So it's not just going to be like my logo on everything. So eventually I'm hoping to get stuff like that up on there. So yeah, I always drink tea, Joseph. I very rarely drink coffee. I'm like a coffee snob. I'm like, if I drink coffee, I want it to be like fancy. Like I want a latte or a mocha or like a caramel cappuccino or something like that. I want it to be something yummy. Caramel cappuccino with like tons of foam. So good. Yeah, I'm super picky about I want it to be fresh too. Like I'm not drinking any like reheated coffee. A commercial interrupt the show. I don't know. That's the way the YouTube sets. I mean, I guess I could probably turn those off, but that's the YouTube setting. That's the only way that I make any money on YouTube. And I feel bad. Like, I don't know why I feel bad having ads on live shows, but that's the YouTube like kind of sets it up that way automatically. I'm sure I could turn them off. I've just never actually tried to. Hello, Jim. God is Jewish. Okay. I'm 85 years old and still riding. My dad grew up. My dad lived like his younger years in Kamloops. So that's actually where my dad started riding. He started riding dirt bikes in Kamloops as a kid. So, yeah, and we're back here now. We lived here for a little bit when I was like 10, between the ages of 10 or 9 and 14 or something like that. Yeah, so I'm actually like, I do miss the Okanagan though. Hello, Richard. Hello, Eric. Good to see you here. Yeah, guys. So, guys, hello, Van. Who is looking forward to Christmas. Like really, I'm looking forward to Christmas. I can't wait to spend it with all my sister's kids and stuff. And what did you guys ask Santa for Christmas? I asked Santa for a few things, but I don't know if he's gonna follow through or not. We're just gonna have to wait and see what the big man brings around. But even if I don't get what I asked for, I'll be happy just to spend it with family. So, who isn't looking forward to Christmas? Yeah, maybe that's a better question. Who isn't? No, I don't want to ask. I feel bad. I mean, I hope that everyone has something to look forward to for Christmas, like at least something small. I'll be doing, Eric asked for a bus. Yeah, really, what did you guys ask for Christmas? I really want to know. Thank you, Richard. Happy holidays to you too. Merry Christmas. I really do want to know what y'all asked. What y'all asked Santa for? What do you ask him to bring down the chimney? You have to work on Christmas. I think it should be mandatory, like that everything should be closed on Christmas. I feel like it should just almost be like illegal to make people have to work on Christmas. That's what I think. Like, I mean, unless you really just don't, unless you really just want to work on Christmas. Graham Gma says that she enjoys the holidays, although all the grandkids are older now. I volunteer at the Santa event this Saturday. Oh, nice. Yeah, we used to do, when we had our toy store, we'd always do the Christmas parades, and instead of giving out candy, we would save up. My dad, like back in the day when we had the shop, and then the couple years that I had the toy shop with my brother in Penticton, we would save up all the McDonald's toys, and we would hand out toys, little toys to the kids rather than candy at the Christmas parade. It was pretty fun. It was a great time. Those are some of my best memories as a kid, actually. Asked for a boat tail, super glide, or an XR750. Oh, I've got like a massive, if you're going to talk about like, all I would ask Santa for Christmas would be bike parts. Clearly, it's what I'm in the most need of. I don't think I'm going to get them. I mean, I wish Santa was real, because I think I've been good enough that Santa would probably bring me what I asked for. But yeah, I'm not. I'd have to I've got like a long list. I would have to be really good. I don't know if I could pull that off very well, but so okay, my mouse asked for a new seat for his Electroglide. Oh, tater salad asked Santa to help the less fortunate. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that it's always, I've always felt like that's kind of like, I've always felt like it would be good to like, I've always thought it'd be cool to start something for Christmas that was for like people that don't have anybody. And I would call it Hobo Holidays. We used to do something like that, like me and my sisters and a couple of our friends would do something like that. Because like when we were living in Penticton, we didn't have a whole lot of family around us. Like we had a few of our siblings, but we would do Hobo Holidays. And then everyone from work, we all worked together in this one place. So we would invite, like everyone from work would do like potluck style Hobo Holidays, and everyone who didn't have family or someone to spend Christmas with, we would all these like misfits just get together at our friend Christine's house and do holidays. We'd all cook dinner together. Like people would bring dishes, or we would all just come and like bring something to cook, and we'd all cook together. It was such a good time. It was such a good time. We would do it for like the bigger holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas. So I would love to do something like that. Eric asked for a bus. Joseph Lango is looking forward to the time off work. White elephant with the club. Van says bah humbug, but y'all have a Merry Christmas. I know what Van wants for Christmas. He wants snow deep enough to snowshoe. and probably a warm tent and a sleeping bag. I know he likes his winter camping. Should Ferris wheels be a Christmas event? I'm not sure. I mean, I don't really know. I actually think, okay, Chip asked for, oh yeah, Boattail Super Glide. Okay, so, Gima has everything she wants. Gima, that's so good. A pole dance. I'm sure there's places you can organize that for yourself, Bruce, even on Christmas. Just another day, Paul. You don't have anyone to spend your Christmas with. You need to organize a hobo holidays. Christmas is just a day you don't get paid. Oh, guys. All of the necessities, you don't really want anything. Yeah, that's a good way to be. Just thankful for what you have. And I think that's easy to say when you have like people around you who love you and you have a house, a home, a roof over your head and a fridge full of food and stuff. Like, it's easy to say, but I do plan on doing like even a short live. So the people that watch my channel, if you guys don't have anyone to spend your Christmas with, you can come spend a few minutes watching me. I'll either release a video or I'll do a short live. It depends on where I'm at on Christmas Day. I will be with family. I plan on going to my sister's property, but we will definitely be we'll definitely be connecting a little bit for Christmas. So I hope that you guys find someone to like celebrate with or to do something with. An interceptor. You want an interceptor for Christmas? Like what is it? Honda that makes those, right? The Honda Intercept. Is that what you want? Really? Those bikes are kind of wild. Like they only made those bikes for a really short time because they were so dangerous. Like they could not corner. And I actually had one of those bikes given to me. Thank you, Paul, for extra wine. Thank you. I'll save that for my Christmas wine. Thanks, Paul. Merry Christmas. Yeah, so someone actually gave me one of those interceptors. I don't remember. I met this guy like randomly. I was at a car show, and me and him like we're looking at the same car, and he was there with like his wife and his son. And then we started talking. We were looking at the new Broncos when they first came out with the new Broncos, and they looked like they were making them like similar to like the 1970s like body style. So we're like checking out this new Bronco that was at this huge car show that they do in Penticton. And then I started talking to him, like we started talking about bikes. I was there on my bike. I might have been dressed in my like riding gear, whatever, like boots and jeans. And then we started talking about bikes or whatever. And then he's just like, yeah, I've got this bike like parked in my tent. It's parked in a tent at home. And I want to get rid of it because it's too dangerous to ride. Like, I don't know where he got it from, but anyway, he gave it to me. I just had to go load it up. And then I ended up doing a little bit of sacrilege to it that I'm not going to talk about because it might not be fully legal. But I went and then I gave the engine to a friend of mine. And he built like some crazy weird looking bike out of it. And like one of my dad's old friends. And they're just like super fast. In the engines are supposed to be just like crazy. All the non-believers can work on Christmas. Oh, I think that if people want to have Christmas off, they can. And I do, people like whether, like I know the reason for the season. I know that we celebrate Christmas because Jesus came and he died and he rose again. He was born. No one really, well, I'm not going to go into like when he was actually born, but that is why we celebrate Christmas. And he died for our sins. He was crucified. He rose again on the third day. And that is why we celebrate Christmas. But you can still celebrate Christmas even if you don't believe that Jesus, if you have not accepted Jesus into your heart, you can still celebrate Christmas and enjoy the time with your family and do whatever you do. You can still be happy. It's still a very happy time of year. And I believe it's a happy time of year because of the real reason behind it. And I think that Christmas is something that no matter what, I feel like it resonates with people no matter what they believe. And I think that it's a time that people should be able to spend with people that they love. That's what I believe. So Richard wants a new street glide. I'm guessing you ride or have ridden at some point a Dyna Wide Glide because your handle. Vanguard City shuts down for Christmas. Cool. Used to doing hoboing holidays. Oh. Your soldiers used to spend holidays at your house. Oh. Hello, Rust Dog. How are you? How cold is it at my house? It was 50 Fahrenheit today. Actually, it went up a little above that. It was about 50 Fahrenheit today. And then like the other day, it was actually like 60. It was so nice here the other day. Going camping near the Grand Canyon for Christmas. Bring Christmas cheer to all. Well, I hope I can bring a little bit of Christmas cheer to some, at least. A good day with your girlfriend and her family. Well, I'm glad you have someone to spend it with. A plane ticket to fly anywhere you want for New Year. It says Zeus. Hey, Smoky Blazer. Supposed to be 70 Christmas Day in the Ozarks. Oh, what? 50 in Washington. Oh my gosh. I hope we get a little bit of that warm weather up here for Christmas. I mean, I do like snow on Christmas. I mean, like if I like snow Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. If it snows Christmas Eve, it stays for Christmas Day and then it's gone Boxing Day. That's perfect for me. I don't need a ton of snow. I like not having to shovel my driveway. I like not having to shovel 2 feet of snow out of my driveway every week. Sometimes it goes like that though, but yeah, I definitely am not I'm not one of those big into snow people, but don't get me wrong, when it does snow and we do get a good dump, which Kamloops does usually get like a decent dump of snow, I still go out and enjoy it. I've got a couple GT racers and I probably know where there's some borderline snow, sledding can be as fun or dangerous or scary as you make it. And it's usually more fun if it's a little more scary and dangerous. Alone on Christmas. Oh, hanging out in the garage. Does your dad not around, Joseph? I thought that your dad and you lived close together. Group video chat. Keith's asking if anyone would be up for a group video chat on Discord on Christmas. That might be a good way to spend some time with some people. Okay, goodbye, Peter. Have a good night. Okay, guys, I'm behind on the chat. I'm struggling here. Hold on a second. You go riding Christmas Day. Man, my dad used to do that, actually. My dad had a Christmas tradition. Thanks, RJ. My hair's actually not a huge mess. It's not as big of a mess as I was worried it might be. But my dad used to have a Christmas tradition where he would go to, I think it was the nearest coffee shop in town that was open on Christmas Day. Didn't matter what the weather was. He would ride. And yeah, that was his Christmas tradition. I kind of want to start a Christmas tradition like that. Not sure if I will or not. I don't want to ride. If my dirt bike were good to go, yeah, it would be different. I really don't want to ride my Harleys. I would not ride my shovelhead ever in the snow. I just don't want to drop something heavy. I'm not worried about dropping something heavy on the ice. If it's my dirt bike, I know I can pick that up on my own or at least slide it off the road if it's too icy to pick it up. But I don't want to drive. I don't want to drop something like my Harleys. They're too expensive to fix and they're too heavy to pick up. So my dirt bike actually, I hope it's warm enough here. It'd be nice if it's warm enough. I might put a day pass on my bike and go for a ride anyway. But having the windshield on the Dyna, like as ugly as it is, I really don't care if that bike is ugly. I know a lot of people don't think it's ugly. I don't care what it looks like. It's just like meant to be reliable. But if there's a windshield on it, you can definitely ride. Like you can ride in some pretty cold weather. Hello, Danny. How are you? 36 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is kind of cold. Hey, you guys, it's a little warmer up here than it is for you guys. Good. It's about time Canada gets a little warm weather for the winter. Journey of Jerry, hello. I can start the reel live. Jerry the champion is here. Jerry, do you want to be the first band? Do you want to be the first put in a timeout on my live stream too? Okay, Jerry, what did you ask Santa for Christmas? Okay, guys, I'm going explain Boxing Day. I don't know what you mean. Explain Boxing Day. I mean, I normally stay home for Boxing Day. Hello, Aaron. Thanks for popping in. I normally stay home for Boxing Day because, like, I don't need that madness. Like, I'm not in that kind of desperate need for deals. It's like I don't like shopping on a normal day. It's like you have to like really like. It's a really rare occasion that I want to go shopping on like Boxing Day of all days. You guys don't have Boxing Day in the States? Boxing Day, do you guys not have Boxing Day in the States? Yeah, Boxing Day is like Black Friday. We have Black Friday and Boxing Day up here. But honestly, the Black Friday sales are better than the Boxing Day sales. So Boxing Day is the day after Christmas, so the 26th, and it's just when all the Christmas, I think it started just because it was department stores just putting like all their Christmas stock on sale, so you can get a lot of stuff like 50% off, but honestly, like so many places hardly even do Boxing Day sales anymore, so, and I just avoid it. Like, it's like, I do not want to shop in that madness. Journey of Jerry demands to be the first one put in a timeout on my live chat. And he asks for nothing. You ask for nothing for Christmas. Come on, guys. Someone actually put Jerry. Good job, Jima. Oh my gosh. I'm sad that it deletes all the messages though, but I guess that's what you get for being bad. You don't get your messages on the live chat. Jerry, you're gonna have to retype all your messages. You can sit there and think about what you did. I'm guessing that it was just like for a minute. I know he was asking for it. So fun. Now I do have the bell. It's back there, but I'm not picking up the bell today, but I did decorate my shovel head, guys. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Love my bike. Like, who needs a Christmas tree when you have a beautiful green motorcycle to decorate for Christmas? Goodbye, smoke shop. Enjoy your dinner. Oh man, I could eat some dinner. It's only a minute. So funny. Yeah. How come the minute that when I put him in a timeout, that 1 minute, it seemed like forever. Yeah, he'll be back. This is so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just a timeout. Like, Jerry was the first. Gma does her lives on Tuesdays, and she made me a moderator on her channel, and Jerry demanded that I put him in a timeout. So that was kind of funny. It was a little funny. But anyways, guys, I wanted to talk about what I've got going on. So the shovel head is up on the lift, not only because it's being decorated and looking beautiful for Christmas, but because it actually needs to come apart. So this whole thing is going to be coming down to like the last bolt. Hopefully, I mean, I probably will take the motor out. I'm probably going to have to take the motor out just because I think I do want to paint my frame. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it powder coated this time around. I feel like I don't really know. I don't think I want to get the frame powder coated. But I'm definitely going to repaint it. It's just got a crappy rattle can paint job on there right now. So it's just got trim clad and the paint's like rubbed off. There's so many spots where the paint's rubbed off, but it needs serious work done. Like there's things that are broke. My fender, my rear fender, welcome back, Jerry, is broken, like where the struts attach. So it's like I said, the bike is a prototype. Anytime you build something custom as my bike or more custom or whatever, anytime you're fabricating parts and making them fit together, like on any kind of a machine, it's like you're building a prototype. So that's basically what my bike is, and it's held up pretty good. I've been riding it for like 7 years and it hasn't had any issues. The only thing that's only left me stranded one time, and that was when the clutch release finger in the transmission in the kicker cover broke. So it's if you know those old transmissions, it's just like a little piece that sits on the clutch. So you have the clutch arm, you have the clutch linkage or whatever, you pull your clutch in, and then it pulls the clutch arm, which like activates the clutch shaft that goes through the top of the kicker box. And then there's like a little finger on it, and that like pivots like this, and it pushes against your throwout bearing, which is on your push rod, your clutch push rod. So that actually, I had an aftermarket one on there, and the aftermarket Drake specialty ones are crap. They're so thin, like you look at them and they're just like, yeah, no wonder it broke, guys. Like it's crap. So I had an aftermarket one in there from whoever put the transmission together when I got it. And so I ended up stealing one out of a transmission that I'd kicking around, so I didn't have to wait for the part to show up in the mail. And now I've got a beefy stock one in there. I'm not sure if you can still find like the beefy stock style clutch release fingers or not. But that's the only time it ever left me stranded. And luckily I was working at the Harley dealership at the time. And I knew the driver, like the guy that picked up and delivered, like he'd pick up the bikes for service or whatever if someone's bike was like broken down and they couldn't ride it to the dealer. So he would pick them up. So I knew him, and he really liked me. So I just like called up the shop and was just like, hey, when Ron's out on his runs this morning, can he come pick up me and my bike and bring me home? Because like my bike, I didn't want to try to ride without a clutch. I could have rode it home without a clutch, but I also just, I mean, I wasn't into it and I didn't need to. So that's the only time it's ever left me stranded. And for like 7 years and riding something that's just, like I said, a prototype, that's pretty dang good, guys. And it wasn't even any of the fabricated stuff. And like the fender is busted, but that's just because we never really actually completed everything back there. Like it was kind of just fit, like it was fit, and like since it's been put on the road, it's needed to have some adjusting done, which we've kind of just like done minor adjusting to make it to make it work for now. But the whole bike needs to come apart. Like I'm sad about it, but I'm also excited about it. I'm not excited for the money I'm going to end up having to spend on the things I'm going to need to replace and stuff. But for the most part, I don't really think I need to spend a whole lot of money on it. So my Christmas list would definitely consist of probably just a gift card for somewhere that sells vintage Harley parts, because that would make the most sense. I don't even actually know everything that I need right now. But if I just had if I just had like a gift card of like with a lot of money on it for motorcycle parts, I would be like the happiest girl probably in Canada at least. Thanks, Jima. Yeah, if you guys want to hit the like button, you can. Here we go again. I don't think I was talking about food this time. I almost talked about food. Joseph, so you recommend powder coat? I don't know why. For some reason, I like, I mean, I do the powder coat on my rims. Honestly, powder coating my rims and buying stainless steel spokes, I think was like the best decision I made when my bike was going together. I remember tossing around the idea to just like wait on the rims and just like do something fancy with them later. I'm so glad that I didn't wait. I spent extra money and I got stainless spokes. And since the wheels were apart anyway, I got the rims powder coated, and it was like seriously best decision. They're so like they're never gonna have rust issues. My powder coat's still nice on them too. Who's asking me to do stuff? I don't see what anyone's asking me to do. But I see you guys. I don't know what people have to fork money over for, what people are asking me to do. I was not reading the chat. So, but thank you guys. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just catching up on your chat. So Journey of Jerry, what are you saying? You just gained another title belt for the Wall of Fame. 2 channels now. First band. Good job. Jerry, once a champion, always a champion. Hello, Al. Thanks for popping in. Hooray for food. I'm going to be going inside and making steak. Don't you any of you worry about that. This little angel does not starve. I definitely do not starve. I ate so much spaghetti last night, guys. Like, I'm surprised, like, at the amount of food I ate last night. Looks like I tried to lie. I know. I'm getting good at it. Hey, David. Getting good at this. I still have a little bit of practice to do. My dad's definitely better at the wiring jobs than I am. My bike is green. Oh, it's kind of like a emerald green, but it's actually just spray can color. I found a color that I really liked, and I chose green because I've got lots of copper and brass on there, and because the copper and brass corrode green, I knew that green would suit the colors, and I really like it. What originally though, when I painted it, like you can't really see the color right now, but originally when I painted it, I wanted it to I wanted the green. I wanted it to be kind of like, you know how like when people do like ghost flames on their hot rod or whatever, so that in certain light you can see the flames, but if you're in like in a shadow or something like that, and if your car is parked in the shade, it'll just look like it's flat black or something like that. But then as soon as you get out into the sun, you got like these beautiful like ghost flames. So that was kind of like the effect I was looking for with my bike, and just being a cheapskate about paint, I was like, I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on paint. I bought fancy rattle can paint. So to try and get the effect that I wanted, to have it look black in the shade, but the green come out in the sun, instead of doing like gray primer, I used flat black for primer under the green. And then the green's got just like a little bit of a metallic fleck in it. So I did a flat black under the green, and then the green, I got someone to paint it for me, which I should have just painted it myself or got someone else to paint it, because he just, anyways. Then clear coat over that. And then, so when it was in the shade, because of the clear coat and just like the green being dark with the black, primer, it did look black. Like I think I've got one picture of it. I don't even know where it is, parked in the shade, and it looks black in the shade. But then as soon as the sun hit it, you could see like the clear coat just looked so good, and like the paint like where the green came out and like the little bits of sparkle, like just the tiniest amount of sparkle in the paint looked so good. And it looked good for like a day. But then the guy that painted it, he was like a professional car painter, but he hasn't done it for like he knew what he was doing. He was supposed to know what he was doing. And I brought it to their place. And I got all my body work prepared. Like I sanded it down. My brother did like bondoed a couple dents on the tank for me and stuff. And I got it completely ready to be painted. I brought it to his place with the rattle cans and everything. I think I even did the primer on it. So I just wanted him to do the color. Or I might have got him to do it all. I wanted it to look good. So I didn't want it to be like all orange peel texture or anything weird like that. So I brought it to him, and after like a couple days, he's like calls me up. He's like, yeah, when I brought it to him, he tells me he's got some leftover clear coat, this really nice clear coat from a hot rod that he just painted, some old muscle car. And then he was like, if you want to use the clear coat, you can. But I don't know. He told me he wasn't sure if it would adhere to the rattle can paint. I just told him, I was like, if you think it'll work, then use it. I was like, but you're like the professional. I can't tell you like yes or no. So if you think it'll work, use it. If you don't think it's going to work, don't use it. Cause I don't want my paint screwed up. Like I'll just buy clear coat. So it was really nice clear coat. Anyways, he painted it all up, and then he got it done like fairly quickly. It was like only at his place for like 2 days. And then it was there drying, and he calls me up. And he's like laughing. He calls me up, and I can hear people laughing in the background, laughing. And I'm just like, what's up? He's like, yeah, well, your paint's done, but so-and-so knocked his bike off the lift, and it landed into the paint booth, and it knocked all your body work on the floor. So all my nice body work, brand new body work, some of it, and paint like nice in nice shape bodywork or for like freshly bondoed bodywork, all hit the floor, all fresh paint. So I had to go buy more rattle can paint. I had to go buy more paint because he was out of paint. And then he was skimping on the clear coat, which at that point he just shouldn't have even bothered putting it on. Skimping on the clear coat. So he was like running out of clear coat by the time he was done painting it. And then they bring it to my house in a banana box. Like after like 2 weeks. So it's like there for like an extra week. And I'm like, and I called them like a couple times throughout the week. I'm like, guys, like, is my body work done? Cause like we're in the middle of building my bike, and I'm like, we need the body work to finish fitting certain other parts and stuff like that. So I'm calling them like a few times throughout the process, and they ended up getting mad at me for being pushy or whatever. I'm like, I'm not being pushy, like, but seriously, it's been like 2 weeks. And like, it was just insane. And then they bring it over when I'm at work one night. They drop the body work off at in my brother's place where my bike was being put together in the garage. And I bring the paint by, and then I get home, and it's just the crappiest paint job I've ever seen. And it was so crap. I could have done a better paint job probably. I probably for sure could have. And it was just like all bubbly looking. It was like the weird, like I said, like orange peel texture was just like rough. It wasn't smooth at all. The clear coat, you could tell he was like skimping on the clear coat. And then I went and like I put it on my bike, I don't know, like the next day or something like that. And there's like a little piece of clear coat that was lifting. So it was bubbled up or whatever. So I went to like flick it with my finger, because I was just like that is like, what is going on here? And it's just the whole sheet of clear coat just peeled off my entire tank. All the clear coat on my tank. There's still a tiny bit of clear coat on the very underside of my tank, but the whole thing was like peeled. And same with my fender. It all peeled off. I think my oil bucket must have been the first thing he painted, because it still got the clear coat on it. But it was just like, it was such a disappointment. Like, and they were friends. After that, it changed that relationship for sure for me. Yeah. So anyways, that is the story behind the paint on my bike. Just kind of turned into a long rant. But that's kind of thing. You know what? At least I didn't get ripped off for like thousands of dollars or anything like that. It was just maybe $100 worth of like paint and whatever. I ended up paying him for his time. But yeah, it wasn't. And that's right, Jerry. Green for money, gold for the honeys. I'm the honey, and my bike is definitely, well, the money. It's definitely the money pit. That's for sure. But the brass shines up. The air cleaner, like where my leg touches the air cleaner when I'm riding, the brass shines up like super shiny, like gold. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that was a long story, and the chat has gotten away on me once again. Shovel parts and whatnot. Thank you, Richard. Give you a reply. Why am I not all bundled up with a jacket and such? Warm there tonight. It is actually warm. It was like 50 degrees Fahrenheit today. But my shop's also heated. It is a little bit chilly right now. I did have another hoodie on. I had a hoodie on over top of this sweater. It's getting a little bit chilly. That's right, exactly, Joseph. So there's been times like the paint time. There's been times like after taking my bike to a few different people, I've decided that like I would rather take the time to learn to do the work. I mean, like I always did my own work anyways, but there were certain things I was maybe a little more intimidated about. But like I would rather just take the time to do it. And if it gets screwed up, at least I know why it's screwed up. And at least then I can fix it. Right. And hopefully be better by the time I'm done fixing the mistake. A Harley with a Porsche engine. The Porsche, they're the V-Rods, Al. That's a V-Rod. The V-Rods engines were made by Porsche, but I think Porsche also did the Harley Nova. I was just reading about the Harley Nova. They never actually released the Nova, and I feel like actually I'm probably going to do an episode on that bike. So I don't want to give too much away about it, but yeah, it's interesting. I have my opinion about it already. It's supposed to be bad luck to ride a dead man's bike. And all military bikes are green, so they say not to paint your bike green because it's like riding a dead man's bike. Well, I'm not superstitious, so I guess maybe that helps. I think it's dangerous riding a motorcycle that you don't maintain, and if you don't pay attention when you're on the road, that's what I think is dangerous. So I don't think gremlin bells or the paint color saves your butt. I think you paying attention as a rider does. But that's kind of my opinion. Yeah, I don't believe in that stuff either, Joseph. It's Journey of Jerry. Thank you. I do plan on going. I haven't told anybody yet, but since you guys come around for my lives, I feel like you guys get a little more extra information than other people. So I do actually have a ticket for Forgotten Angels for my flight to the camp out, because there was really cheap tickets that came up. One really cheap ticket that came up. So I got like a $200 flight for there to go there. I don't have my return flight yet, so I need to keep my eyes out for that. Like last time I was checking, they were pretty high priced. So I'm either gonna end up living in Florida, or I'm gonna have to like find a return flight home. I want to find one like sooner rather than later, because the flights do not get cheaper the closer the date comes. Yes, thank you, Jerry. Hello, Buzzborn. A Buzzbomb, sorry. Hey, Trev. Good morning. Hope you're doing good. Al. Yeah, Big Al. Yeah, it's a V-Rod. So I've never V-Rods are like, there's a lot of people who really like them. I mean, I would probably try one just because they are supposed to be fast. They're personally not my taste, not my style of bike. The green and gold reference is from Bishop Don Magic. Oh, I do not recognize the name. You want my stories? Okay, I have a few. I do not have a ton, but I do have a few. But I feel bad. Like it's hard for me to talk and read at the same time. So I will do my best. I will do my best. I will email you, Jerry. Thank you. I will do my best at trying to keep up with the chat, guys. I don't have, you know what? It's funny. I don't have like a whole ton of riding stories. I don't know if I told you guys the one, like I was talking, who were we? I was actually watching one of her two wheels. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube. So I catch like her two wheels, man, very rarely. But she saw one, or I saw one of her videos. I did not get anything in the mail from you, Hippie Trev. Okay, what is going on? I need to go see. Let me know when you sent it. How long ago did you send it? Because I need to see if there's something going on with my P.O. box. Because, yeah, I'm going to have to go to the post office and see what's going on. Because, like, I don't know if stuff's not showing up there or, like, what. But it says it's still, like, active. Yeah, I'm going to have to go see what's going on there. Good evening, Eagle Keeper. I can't get past the look of a V-Rod either, Joseph. No, I cannot. So, I was just going to tell a story. You sent it in October, Trev? Oh my gosh. No, I never got anything. That was during our mail strike, though. So what the heck? Yeah, I'm going to have to go to the... if you didn't have a tracking number, I'm not sure how I would even find it. You don't even ride anymore at the campouts. I mean, the thing is, Jerry, is like I can't go to Florida and have that kind of nice weather. Like I can't come from Canada in like October or in March even when it's not super warm here. Go to Florida and not ride a motorcycle. I just can't do it. I couldn't. It would drive me crazy. Like I need to be right. Like if the weather's nice, like I need to be on a motorcycle, especially if it's not nice at home. Have a very Merry Christmas, Van. I'm gonna do one more. I am doing a live stream next week. Still, I'll either do a live stream or I will post a video on Christmas Day. But I do plan to do a live stream. So, Merry Christmas, Gary. Thanks for popping in. Or Jerry. Gary? Oh, sorry. I was reading your name wrong there. Trev, man, I feel so bad about... maybe I need to remove my P.O. box address from the channel until I get that figured out. Because that's kind of like stupid. Oh, John, I'm sorry you're not feeling too good. Oh. Have I ever had a dog chase me on my bike? Yes, I have. I don't remember where I was riding, but actually it was on the reserve. It was on the native reserve, and I was on my little Yamaha, and there was a dog. Like a lot of people don't have fences in their yards, and or around their yards or whatever, and they've got like dogs that are meant for guarding their properties, so they will chase you on your motorcycles. It was a little bit scary. And there was like massive speed bumps, so I couldn't even speed up really to get away from this. But I was going fast enough, but for a minute there, I thought he was going to catch me. I didn't even know you had a Harley there, Jerry. No, no, I need to ride if I'm going somewhere with nice weather like that. Gonna make a buggy out of the V-Rod. That would actually be cool. I would totally do like a little dune buggy or a little drift car or something like that with a V-Rod engine in it. That would be like, they don't sound bad. Nice riding weather in Australia. Christmas stream, Jerry. Okay, I can't make a promise, but I will try for I can at least do like something on my cell phone. I can do like a 15 or 20-minute live stream from my cell phone. I can sacrifice that time. It won't even be a sacrifice. I can definitely take the time and do that for everybody. I will be going to my sister's house that day, I think, to spend time with her kids, her and her family and their kids and whatever. So I will do, I think it was her property that I was at actually last year when I did the junkyard live stream. When they had just moved into that property and they just had like a whole, hello Sean, they just had like a whole pile of stuff because they bought a foreclosure property. So there was like all this junk from the previous owner, like not even junk. It was like good junk. It was like, so there was a whole lathe, like a whole wood lathe in this pile of junk, like in the weather. I tried to save some of it, like get it out of the weather or whatever. But that was when I did my Christmas junkyard live stream. I just went down there and I felt like a kid on Christmas morning. I was just like, look at all this stuff. Like there was like huge, like there was bundles of like 20-foot or maybe not, like 15-foot lengths of not ready rod, but just wrought iron, like 5/8 rod, like not cheap to buy, like just so much stuff. And I was just like, look at all this stuff. I was just blown away. So yeah, I did my junkyard Christmas live. It was actually a good time. My phone died. Like it was cold out. Like it was a good time though. Okay, have a good night. Have a good night, Ivan. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, it was a fun live to make. I felt bad for I didn't actually feel bad for anything. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it was just like, it was so cold out. Like my phone just, it ended up dying so quickly. Yeah, it was good junk, Chuck. Like it was just like, it was like the another man's treasure kind of junk, you know? Like it wasn't even actually junk. It was just being treated like junk. You know, it's like when something's like really good and then it just gets left for so long and neglected that it slowly becomes junk. But it's really not junk because when it was put there, it was really good. Like it's like it's good junk. It's like it's worth saving. There's always like there's so much though, like, and people don't think that, like I never thought that way for a lot of stuff, like just like until you actually like my dad fabricated stuff like forever growing up. So there's so many like little things and like scrap metal even, and it's like now there's like I'll save like the littlest pieces of scrap metal because I know now that I've like started to help like do more fabricating, not that I really do a lot, like I still have a lot to learn, but I'll even like to save like the littlest pieces of metal. And I'm like, okay, this will definitely come in handy at some point when we're making something. So it's yeah, but most people just don't even notice. And then it's like sweeping the shop floor. It's like, okay, guys, you better like run a magnet over that stuff or like dig in there and freaking pull out those washers and stuff because that stuff's not free. It's like, yeah. I remember being a kid and like helping clean the garage sometimes. And there would be like I remember my dad like making me pick the washers and the nuts and stuff like that up out of the junk pile. And I never, to me as a kid, like it never made sense. I was just like, it's on the floor, like it must be garbage. But no, it's not garbage. It actually costs money. Oh, Jerry. Yeah, you can change your YouTube name. You got to go into your channel, like your studio. Like everyone, if you have YouTube, you have studio, I think. So you can do it on there. Al, what is Al saying? I remember the place that had a lot of good parts. At that place, you had the vlog. Oh, right. Yeah. The Junkyard Live. It was a good time. For some reason, that video reminds me of All Dogs Go to Heaven. Like living in the junkyard or whatever. Like, it totally reminds me of that. You can't get your phone and account to be on the same computer either. You got to log out of one. Which one do you like using? I'm guessing the one you're on right now is on your phone. You got to log out of one, and then, like, if you're using your phone for this one, you should be able to find, like, your password and stuff like that saved somewhere in your settings, and then use that to log in on your computer. But I'm also not a nerd. I mean, I'm not a tech nerd. They do not make stuff like they used to. Right? Like sometimes BuzzBomb, it's hard to know. Like what junk, sometimes it is hard to know what junk is worth saving, but a lot of junk is worth saving. So I started telling a story anyways, like not related to junk. Jerry needs a nerd. Jerry, I can try to help you with your logging in and out situation. So, okay, my story, anyways, from earlier, we were talking about cold weather riding and stuff. And I caught one of her two wheels, her video, and then she rode up Pikes Peak with a friend of hers, and they ended up with snow on the road and whatever, and her friend like wiped out her bike and stuff. And anyways, like the weather, because the elevation of the weather just like changed from being beautiful to just being like a snowstorm. And it reminded me of, I have never ridden in the snow, although I would probably try it on a dirt bike or something. But it reminded me of this ride I was doing through the Kootenays, and I ended up like going over one of the passes, and it had started raining. Like there was a storm blowing in or whatever. So by the time I got over the pass, it was like to the pass, it was monsoon. Like it was just terrible. Like the skies were just like black. It was monsoon raining, like with no, like not looking like it was going to clear up at all. It didn't clear up. And I'm just like on this pass. It's not a very high elevation or whatever, but it's high enough that even in the summertime, you do get chilly. And it was just like monsoon raining. Like the roads were just covered in water. And I'm riding over this path. Like my boots, I was not even on the road for like 15, 20 minutes. And I was soaked already. And I had like an hour and a half to go. And I'm like riding, I'm like soaked through to everything. I can feel the water like in my boots, like puddles sloshing around in my boots. And I just needed to get to where I'm going. And it's like, there's no, like, where am I going to pull over on the top of the freaking mountain, like, and stand in the rain? Like, no. And it wasn't going to stop anyways. But so I'm like riding over good night, Jeremy. I'm riding over this mountain pass, and I remember just being soaked and miserable. Everything is soaking wet. Like none of my riding gear is benefiting me at all at that point, except for maybe if I went down. And then we're going over the pass, and there's this semi in front of like 4 or 5 vehicles and then me. And they're going like 30 kilometers an hour or they were like going stupid slow. Maybe they were going like 50. They were going like half the speed limit. And I'm just like, and it's the whole like, there's like no one's trying to pass this semi. Like everyone's going so slow. There's like plenty of opportunities to pass. And I'm not wanting to really pass all of that, like 5 vehicles and a semi in the rain. But I'm also like, okay, I cannot keep riding this slow. Like, this is ridiculous. I want to be done this ride. Like, I want to be out of this rain. I want to be done this ride. I want to be like at the campsite, standing by a fire, like, or something. I want to be out of these clothes, like, and so anyways, I wait to see if anyone's going to pass while we're on a straight stretch. No one is going to pass. So we're coming like near to the end of the passing lane. So I have like just enough room to pass these vehicles. And I'm just like, okay, that's it. Like, I'm going for it. And I go out, there's like no traffic coming towards me. So I've got plenty of room. I've got enough room to pass. And I just like, I rip on it. Like, and I'm just like, yeah. But there's a corner coming up. So I'm like, I really have to rip on it to like make it past these vehicles and be able to slow down enough for the corner before I get there. So I just rip past all these vehicles in the semi, going like faster than I should be in the rain. And then I immediately have to slow down, and I go to like, I brake a little bit. I'm trying to like avoid braking too hard because like your brakes lock up so easy. I don't have ABS or anything like that. Like, your brakes lock up so easy in the rain. And so I'm like braking, and then I'm like trying to gear down to like taking turns from braking and gearing down. So I'm trying to gear down, and I go to gear down, and my Dyna does this sometimes. It gets caught between gears when I'm gearing down. So then it's just like, as though it's in neutral, just like freewheeling into this corner. And I'm just like, that was one moment. I've had very few of these moments on my motorcycle, but that moment, I was just like, this is it for me. I was like, this is my, hopefully I survive this one. Cause I thought that was like, for sure. I was like, it's my day has come where I crash a motorcycle and I crash it bad. And I don't even know how the heck I got out of that. Cause like, I seriously like there was so much water on the road, and I like seriously had like no room to make this corner, but I made it. And then I was ahead of everybody for the rest of the ride because everyone else was slow. Anyway, I pulled up. I saw like 40 minutes to ride. Like, I still had a decent amount of ride left to go, and I make it to the campsite, and I pull up, and I just like, I park. I don't even try to find a camping spot. It was like a rally I was going to, so there's a bunch of people there. I just pull up outside of the bathrooms, and I'm like, I need to get these clothes off of me. Everything on my bike is soaked, and luckily there's these ladies there, and they're all hanging out like with their propane fire like under their gazebo, and they immediately like, they see me pull up, and they're like, oh my goodness, let us help you. Like, they like come and take me. They like take my wet jacket. They lent me clothes to wear, like sweatpants and socks and a hoodie. Like, someone came and gave me their hoodie, like, and then they set me up next to the fire and everything, and I'm just like standing there trying to dry myself out. Like, I was soaked to the skin. I had like wrinkly toes from my boots being full of water. I like pour like tons of water on my, everything was so soaked. And and I just spent like hours sitting next to their fire. And it was so good. I was so thankful for these women. But it was actually like, looking back at it now, it's just like, those are the things that, like, if you were always riding in perfect weather and like it was always perfect situations, you always got to where you were planning on going, and your plans never got foiled by like bad weather or just like anything else, broken down motorcycles, like, you would have no stories to tell. That's what I feel like you would have. Okay, you might have stories about the people that you hung out with and the great time you had and stuff like that. Like, but I mean, like, okay, those are those are always the best stories. It's like when your plans just don't go, when things don't go as planned, and you end up just like being caught in like a stupid situation that really sucks in the moment. But like, looking back, as much as getting caught in the rain, like, that sucks on your motorcycle, it's like the stories that you have afterwards is just like, it's worth it. Like, it's so worth it in my mind. Like, and I try not to like shy away from from taking certain risks and stuff like that. And like, yeah, I love, like, I just love that kind of stuff. Like it adds adventure. It forces you, like getting caught in the rain and stuff like that, getting caught in bad weather, breaking down, things like that. Like it forces you into situations that you wouldn't have otherwise been in. It forces you to interact with people you would have never normally interacted with. And it just creates, like, it creates all kinds of opportunities. It can create like friendships can come out of that stuff. It's just like, it's so fun. Like I like, to me, that's one of the things, that makes motorcycle riding like worth it in my mind. Because like, man, if you're just like always in a car everywhere you're going, it's like, I don't know, like there's nothing. Like you're like, what do you like, you're just in a bubble. There's nothing to really experience, unless you're in like a really cool, like fast car and then it's not the same. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. I'm sure you guys probably have stories about like ridiculous rides and just things not going as planned. Thanks, Bruce. Merry Christmas. Used to love her two wheels for camping. Oh, I never watched anything like, I never watched her two wheels. I've never watched Blockhead. I might have seen like half of one of his videos. But I've never watched any of their stuff to know, to be able to compare to anything. So yeah, I can't say, but I did enjoy that Pikes Peak video that she put out. I did kind of enjoy that one. I hope I don't ever become business minded, Al. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not here for, I mean, I try to when I'm doing my YouTube stuff, like, I try to talk to you guys, like, as though I'm talking to people. Like, I'm not just talking to a computer or like a camera or whatever. Like, you guys are all real people. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have an opportunity to try to make something like this an income or a living, right? Which is not, it's not really either of those yet, but it has the potential to be that, I believe. Yeah. We ride for the stories, that's right, and the freedom. We ride for the wind in our ears, the wind. We ride for, like, there's so many reasons to ride, but I love riding just for, the stories, the interactions, like the people. There's so many people, like I wouldn't have a YouTube channel if I wasn't riding motorcycles. I don't have motorcycles because I have a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel because I have motorcycles. I wouldn't have met like all the people that I know from Florida. I wouldn't have met any of them. There's so many things I wouldn't have done. So many people in my life that I wouldn't have in my life. You met your tattoo artist by doing a disastrous ride. That sounds fun. Like, and imagine, like, like going on a ride with someone, like how well you get to know a person. Like if you plan a trip, like not just like a day trip or whatever, but like you plan like a weekend trip, like you go on your bike, plan like a week-long trip, something like that. And like you end up and just like getting through like the different situations and stuff like that. That's another thing too that I like about riding bikes that maybe are not like brand new or whatever. Like I do definitely like having a bike that you can rely on and stuff. Like nobody wants to break down. Like you don't go out on a ride like, oh, I really just hope I break down for the memories and the stories and the interactions. Like nobody ever does that. But it's always, in my mind, like it's so worth it. Like if you plan, like, not that if you plan to break down, but if you don't have to be somewhere, even if you have to be somewhere, right? Like, but yeah, it's so worth it. It's so fun to me. making, yeah, exactly, Jerry. Like, I mean, I don't even think, like, even if I don't know, like, that's why I don't script myself. Like, I can't have a script. Like, it's not like that for me. Like, my YouTube channel isn't about, like, making an impression on anybody. It's like I do like to be able to share different stuff with people, like things that maybe might be helpful to other people and stuff like that. Like, I do like being able to do that, but I like the fact that I can my favorite thing about my YouTube channel is, first of all, like, I really believe that, like, people can really do whatever they set their minds to within reason, right? Like, some people, like, they might be held back for different reasons, like if they have, like, physical disabilities and stuff like that. But I really believe that, like I have so many people contact me, which is shocking to me because, like, it's something I never expected. But, like, people tell me all the time that I've inspired them. People who watch my videos, they tell me all the time that I've inspired them to, like, get a motorcycle, to buy a shovel head and to, like, work on a shovel head, or to get their motorcycle going that they've never, to get their motorcycle going that they haven't ridden for forever or whatever. And it's like, and it's mind blowing to me in a way. It's like, it's weird that people look at me that way, or, like, look at the stuff I do that way. But I've always thought to myself, like, if I can do it, then, like, most of the people who are watching me can do it. And it's like, I can only do it because I try and I have a manual. You take time and you have the patience to learn. Like, anyone can work on their bikes and fix stuff and whatever. If you have the tools and you have the patience and the time, and you're not, like, brain dead, like, you can. And thanks, Zeus. I keep forgetting that I have wine. I am nursing the wine tonight. Good evening, Road King. Al, I kind of stirred Al to get his channel. That's what he's saying. You're welcome, Al. No, I just think, like, that's kind of what I've always told people, even before I had a YouTube channel, is, like, I've always thought, like, people can do so much more than I think they believe they can do. I think that a lot of times you can talk yourself out of trying a lot of things because it's intimidating. And I feel like the thought of doing something, like, for me, the thought of learning to fix certain things on my motorcycle is more intimidating than the job itself. It's like, you can sit there and think about what you need to do. And that, a lot of times, is going to be more of a deterrent than the obstacles you might face by just actually doing the thing. Thank you, Papa DX. Aw, you know what? I don't expect anything from you guys. Like, you guys' super chats are a blessing. I am having a great night. Cheers to you. And Merry Christmas. What kind of music do I listen to? Oh, if I could have any brand new bike, I'm going to come back to the bike one because I really, that question always catches me off guard. What kind of music do I listen to? I like rock. I mean, I like all kinds of music. I do like punk. I like punk and grunge. I do like some certain types of metal, like Tool. I like Rage Against the Machine. Like, Rage Against the Machine to me is like, it's a good mix of, like, it's like a good, like, mix of, like, kind of heavy, but like it's got a bit of like that punk feel to it. I definitely like heavier music, but I listen to a little bit of everything. I like a little bit of country. I like a little bit of classical music. Like Claire de Lune is like definitely one of my like classical songs that I like. I like definitely, but I would say punk, different styles of like rock, like Tool. Like I do like some Tool and stuff. So I would say those types of music is usually what I gravitate towards more. But also like things like Typo Negative, and so like Typo Negative is more like goth rock. And I also like I like a little bit of everything. I like hip hop, rap. I like some of the good school, go to like old school, like Dr. Dre, stuff like that. So that's kind of music. I like Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin. There's like I grew up like listening to so much Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin that there's like Led Zeppelin 3. Pretty sure I could sing that entire album. I've not listened to it like all the way through for a while, but I've those songs are ingrained. I'm pretty sure I could put Led Zeppelin 3 on and sing the entire album from beginning to end for the most part. Like even what's the album by Pink Floyd? I don't remember it. The cover is like a piano just sitting in the is it a piano? Or Division Bell. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, no, I was getting mixed up. Supertramp. I like Supertramp. Like there's tons of Supertramp songs I could sing. Yeah, I like all kinds of music. Like all kinds of music. Okay, what bike would I choose? And by the way, guys, Gma does a live stream Tuesdays before so like she did hers last night. She does hers Tuesdays at this time, 5:30. The same time as me, Pacific Standard. It's not Papa DX your name. Like I don't know what else to call you. I mean, it's your chat name. Okay, I need to think about the bike. Damn, girl. What do you mean? A woman after your own musical heart. Anything except for rap. Rap. I like some rap, but that's what I think what I like about Rage Against the Machine is because it's like a mix. It's like heavy, like punk rock with like a little bit of rap. The way that they sing their lyrics is yeah, I do. I really like. Oh, the Zeus monkey bike. Jerry, I feel like you should have won the Zeus monkey, but I don't even know who. I wasn't there for that one. Canadian bands. Like, who's a Canadian band? Nickelback? I never got into Nickelback, really. I'm pretty sure they're Canadian. Who else is Red Rider? Isn't Red Rider? Yeah, they're Canadian. They do, like, Lunatic Fringe is a good song. I don't know the rest of their... Who's Led Zeppelin? Jerry? I don't know if Jima's here anymore. Have I ever got mad and thrown a tool across the garage? I need to think about that one. I don't normally throw tools because tools can break stuff and then you end up just with a bigger issue at hand. I've definitely thrown things. Maybe things that were already junk. Typically I don't throw tools because like tools is like, what's the point in throwing it if you're not going to throw it really hard And then it's like, if you throw it really hard, you're probably going to break something. Like there's too much breakable stuff. So no, I'm going to say no. I've never thrown a tool because I was mad. I've probably done other stuff because I was mad, and then I end up immediately regretting it. Good night, my mouse. Did I sing at karaoke? I did. And I need to like redeem myself the next time I go, because I do not think I did a very good job. First of all, I don't think people could really hear me, so I think that was okay. Because I'm not I've been told that I'm a decent singer. I'm not going to judge my own singing voice. But I did sing, and I feel like I'm in for a redemption karaoke in the spring. The X's Papa D. The X are silent placeholders for in-game name. Okay, for video games. Okay, I don't play, but I know what you're saying. Papa D. Okay. Hello, positively negative. Rage is great. Rage Against the Machine is great. I don't know if real life rage is great. I mean, rage can feel great maybe in the moment, but yeah. Rage Against the Machine is. I went to one of the nightclubs in Penticton was closing down. Good evening, Rory. One of the nightclubs in Penticton was closing down, and I remember I went, and there was a band there covering Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of. And they did such an epic job of this song. Like, it was like I was at a Rage concert. And they did so good. I remember just like rocking out so bad to that song, and my hair was about the same length as it is now, maybe a little bit longer, and I'm like, guys, can't have long hair and not you can't have long hair and be into punk rock and not headbang. So I was just like I was like seriously just like getting into this song. And I remember I was like standing like near the front of the stage or whatever, because it was like the only clear part on the dance floor. And I'm sure people cleared away because I was just like whipping my hair around like crazy. And there was one of the stage lights was like right in front of me. So I'm sure it looked pretty amazing with my hair just like in the light. And I remember when the song was done, this chick came up to me and she comes like right up to me because it's so loud. I was like almost standing like right next to one of the speakers. She comes up, she was like, "That was amazing." It was so funny, but regrets when I woke up the next morning because I had already been in my car accident. I think that was the year I was in the car accident. So my whiplash, like I felt like I had been in a car accident again the next day. So, but I still like, I can't headbang like I used to. I'll definitely like wreck something, but you know what? I also cannot pass up a good opportunity either. Okay, Rush. Oh, I do like a few Rush songs. I'm not into Rush big though. Like I like the Trees song by Rush. Like there's a couple Rush songs, but I've never really been into Rush that much. Good evening, Matt. It is good here. It's warm, 50 degrees Celsius today. I know that's riding weather enough for you, I know. Yes, she has thrown something. How do you know, Jerry? I have thrown things, but I've definitely thrown things when I was mad. It's like sometimes, it's like just that thing just needs to get out of your face, like right now. Gma, I was reminding everybody of your Tuesday night lives. So Gma does Tuesday night lives, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Tuesday nights. Rage Against the Machine, too long to type, yeah. Rage Against the Machine is the band that sings Killing in the Name of. Yeah, I love that song. Yeah, it's such a good song. Jerry, they've got some other good songs. What's another good one of theirs? It's Between Humans and Roaches, I think is what it's called. That's another good one. I think that's their song. Between Insects and Humans, I think is what it's called. Yeah, okay, so if I could have a brand new bike, that is so hard to decide. I mean, I can't think of. Yeah, I need to drink this wine. This is really good wine, actually. Have a good night, Niagara. I honestly, Kate, I need to write it down next time I think of a bike that I really want. If I could have any brand new bike, okay, so that makes it maybe a little bit easier. You know what the problem is? I don't really keep up on brand new bikes. I'd probably get myself. The problem is that most off-road bikes are just too tall for me. But I feel like a brand new KLR. I really want a nice off-road bike. And I know that sounds super boring and lame, but I don't keep up on the brand new bikes because I know I don't ever plan on buying one. But maybe I should start keeping up on them. I don't know. Gma, you can't hear any of the conversation. Pick a bike that I would never buy with money. Pick a bike I would never buy with money. I know there's bikes out there. Guys, this is a terrible question for me because I cannot. Yeah, I can't answer that question. I'm going to have to try and think of something. But does anybody have any other questions? I think it's already been an hour and a half though, guys. And my wine. Normally my wine would tell me when it's time to end the live. That I can't buy with my own money. Okay. I don't know why I draw the worst blank ever. I need to get up. I need to get up on the times with the bikes because I just don't even know what's out there anymore. A fantasy bike. I know there's bikes because I've talked to my dad about. I mean, I've told my dad before. I know I've seen bikes and thought I would love to have one of those. YouTube channel for Gma Rides is just Gma Rides. I think one word, right, Gma? Gma, you can put a link because you're a moderator. You can put a link to your YouTube channel in the chat. And then anybody who wants to watch your videos can go over there. Harley stopped making the Road King. You know what? I actually have always liked the Heritage because, I mean, I'm not really super into that style or anything like that, but they're really nice bikes to ride. They're super comfortable. I know I could get a Heritage and just it would already be set up for doing road trips. So I feel like that would be worth it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to think of that. I'm gonna have to actually take the time to think of a bike that I would actually want. Gma, I will put a link to your channel in the chat. And then anybody who wants to go watch Gma can go watch Chima. And guys, I'm probably going to. Leonard Cohen does actually have. I don't know a lot of Leonard Cohen, but I know the song Hallelujah. And if you don't know that song, you got to go listen to that song. It is seriously such a good song. Like, I love that song. I love singing along to that song. I absolutely am going to listen to that song as soon as this live is over because I love that song. And I put a link to Gmaw's channel, Al, for you in the chat here. So you can click on that link. That'll take you to Gmaw's channel. A small CC bike from a relatively unknown country. That is not a bad idea. There are some nice bikes that are produced in other countries. Have a great night, Papa D. Papa D. I'm going to keep calling you Papa DX. Happy and Merry Christmas. Years ago, you saw Mickey Rourke's Black Death 3 FXR on eBay for $50,000. I would have snapped it up if I could have. Leonard Cohen is Canadian. I didn't know that. Okay, good job. Okay, Big Al, you got a new subscriber, Gma. Have a good night, Papa DX. Good night, Danny. Thanks for popping in. Just so you Canadians know, Trump put on the tariffs because tons of fentanyl and human I know that's why. I already know that's why. And Canada's laws about that, like, it's seriously, if ever we had a pandemic, it was because of that stuff. But that's also, yes, not a topic for tonight. A torn between a Heritage Softail and a Road King. It did come up with the money, I guess. I mean, the thing I like about the Heritage is that it's like, it fits me really well, even just from the factory. I could definitely put like a better seat on it and have it fit me even better. But like, they're so light too. Like, they just feel so light. They're so well balanced. They're already set up, like, you got your bags and everything like that. Like, they're already set up to be a road tripper. That's what I like about the Heritage. Actually, Jerry, it's five provinces and 2 territories are working on trying to become states, independent states in the US, and my province is one of them. And that would be kind of cool to just like suddenly be part of America. It's like, it would make my trips to Florida so much cheaper. Oh my gosh. But we'll see. Like, that kind of stuff takes forever to actually happen. But we're not. Join the US and be greater. Yeah. It would be kind of crazy if that actually happened. Like, if part of Canada actually became the US, it would be actually pretty crazy. There would be how many? 56 states, something like that. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to actually happen. Join us, not the US. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. I'm going to ask you all again. What are you all drinking tonight? Because I'm almost done my wine. And look, everybody admire. Look at that beautiful shovel head, guys. Like, seriously, I feel like I've been in the way of the real showstopper. Look at that beauty of a bike. I freaking love my shovel head. Just trying to get it in focus. Look at that thing. It looks so good. I love that bike. I do need twinkly lights. I'm going to go buy myself some twinkly lights. Wine, beer, twisted teas for Jerry, of course. Good night, Matt. Have gun parts to make. No, I'm not in Kelowna anymore, Matt, but send me an email before you send that box because I don't know what's up with my P.O. box lately. So I don't want your box getting lost in the mail. Send me an email. I mean, I'll email you. Ice water for Chip. Chocolate milk. I love chocolate milk. Water. Coffee. It's only 2 p.m. in Sydney. Oh, okay. My bike is beautiful. I love my bike. My bike is definitely... I'm letting the bike steal the show for a little bit. It's so fun decorating that thing too. Actually, I need more decorations for it. I think I did a better decorating job this year than I did last year. Yeah, I think I did. Or I mean, the first 2 years. Margaritas. Oh, we're drinking some margaritas, like canned margaritas. Or like proper shaken margaritas. A proper margarita in my mind. I like when they do like the big ice cube, like you would with like with an old fashioned. And yeah, salt rim. You do need the salt rim. I thought like sugar and salt rim together on a margarita. And then I like a classic margarita. Like I love a good classic like lime margarita when it's done proper. I used to make really good margaritas when I was bartending. I freaking love a good margarita. Mango margaritas though are delicious. And then for garnish, you just do like a little piece of dried mango. I love dried mango. And then it's just like, and it goes so good. And that's where I would do, like a lot of people do mango margarita and they'll do this sugar rim. I think you can still do the salt though. Like I think if you did a salt and sugar, like you mix the salt and the sugar together, I think that would be good for like something like a mango margarita or even, I don't know, like strawberry margarita, I feel like does need the sugar rim. Ain't no Grom. Yeah, I love margaritas. Margaritas are hands down my favorite cocktail. Finish the glass and show you how I headbang. I'm not headbanging tonight. I need to have more than one glass of wine. I mean, well, it depends on the setting and the situation, but you take me to a good rock concert, you definitely will see Red Ryder headbang. I had a friend one time. This was like one of the meanest things that's ever happened to me. Sends me a message. This guy I used to work with at the Hartley dealer in Kelowna, and he sends me a text message one night, and he's like, hey, he's like, I got like 2 extra tickets to Tool tonight. He's like, my brother gave me tickets to Tool. He's like, do you want to go to Tool? It's like, yeah, I want to go to Tool, man. Like, yeah, like, come on. So I did a live that night. You can probably actually go back and watch that live stream. And I'm whatever. I'm doing my live stream. And I'm just like, I'm all excited for Tool or whatever. And I'm like, hey guys, I got to get off for Tool. And right after I got off, he texts me back and he texts me. It's like 4 hours after he tells me that he's going to give me a ticket to Tool. And he's like, yeah, I gave the tickets to someone else. It was probably one of the meanest things that's ever happened to me. But Gma, you should go. Like, that's such a good price. Anyways, guys, we're almost done. The wine. One more drink. Jesus juice just kicked in during that pause, Jerry. Okay. The Jesus juice is kicking in. And we've been on for like almost 2 hours, guys. It's crazy. I remember I used to hate doing live streams. And I'd be on for like 40 minutes. And I'd be like, this is way too long. But now they just kind of fly by. But I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. There's only 57 people left watching. I hope you guys are all having a great night. I hope you're all excited for Christmas. Don't forget, you might still have time to undo the naughty list. You might still have time before Christmas, and maybe Santa will pull through for you. Backyard Bill, you're Canadian. Oh, nice to meet you. Good night, Jerry. Okay, good night, everybody. Thanks for popping in, and I'll see you guys all next week. I'll either be doing a video or a live stream for next week for Christmas. I think Christmas is on a Wednesday, so keep your guys' eyes out for that. And remember that GMA does have her live streams Tuesday nights, so don't forget to pop in for that. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Sorry, TK chillin'. We're wrapping it up. It's been like 2 hours, and it's time to go. So good night, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for popping in.